Welcome back. Once again, it's Dread Central's own Dr. Gash, Scott Hallam, and today we've got a list that's sure to get the conversations going. Dr. Gash's top 10 greatest horror movies ever. Number 10 is a film that I feel reinvigorated the horror genre just when it needed it the most. Wes Craven's Scream came along when we were buried with meaningless sequels and horror that wasn't doing much. It introduced us to a new killer with ghost face and had people flocking to the theater for horror again. One of the more polarizing films on the top 10 list is number 9, The Blair Witch Project, but you can't deny the influence it had on films to follow. It had a brilliant online marketing campaign that's still copied today, and it launched the found footage genre like we'd never seen it before. Wes Craven makes the top 10 list again with his classic film, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger became a household name, Johnny Depp became a superstar, and we were all afraid to go to sleep for a long time. At number 7, we have Frankenstein. A film when it was released in 1931 was scrutinized for scenes of blasphemy and violence against children. But for 80 years it carried on, and Boris Karloff's monster is still a household name to this day. A brilliant piece of filmmaking that's a classic among classics. We all go a little mad sometimes, haven't you? My all-time favorite horror line comes from the number 6 film on the list, Psycho. Norman Bates blew audiences away, and Alfred Hitchcock did everything he could to put together a masterpiece of horror, and he hid the ending from everyone, so when they finally got to see it, it shocked them beyond belief. Stunning. Psycho. They're coming to get you, Barbara. The Walking Dead, Shaun of the Dead, Zombie Walks, none of this would exist without the number 5 film on this list, Night of the Living Dead. George Romero's film, inspired by Richard Matheson's book, I Am Legend, invented the zombie. And zombies have gone a long way since then. Thank you, George Romero. The number 4 film on this list is the most critically acclaimed and award-winning horror film of all time. Silence of the Lambs won Best Picture, Best Actor, Jodie Foster took Best Actress, and Jonathan Demme was Best Director. And what stuck out was Hannibal Lecter. And the amazing thing is, Hannibal Lecter was on the screen for a total of 16 minutes. Anthony Hopkins was amazing, incredible, and mesmerizing as the Doctor, who spawned several sequels and a TV show. The Silence of the Lambs was unforgettable. We're down to the top 3, and at number 3 is John Carpenter's perfect slasher film, Halloween. One of the most successful independent films of all times, Michael Myers, the Boogeyman, came back to Haddonfield and slashed his way into our hearts. Number 2 is my actual personal favorite horror film. If we were going to sit down together and watch one, and you said, what do you want to watch? I would pick the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's gritty, it's just hard to watch, and knowing what the cast went through, filming in 100-degree heat in that dinner scene, which was so just brutal. Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is unforgettable and such a joy to watch over and over and over again. It's how horror should be made. Now, I say if we were going to sit down and watch a film together, I would take Texas Chainsaw. It's only because the number 1 film on this list, The Exorcist, still scares the living shit out of me. Seeing Ellen Burstyn standing at that bedroom door and knowing bad shit's going on behind it, and she opens it anyway, and Linda Blair is back there and she's got the crucifix and she's jamming it in, or she's carving something in her belly. It's cripplingly scary. The Exorcist is the number 1 entry on Dr. Gash's top 10 greatest horror movies ever. Alright, Dreadies. This has been Dread Central's own Scott Hallam, Dr. Gash. And we want to thank you all for listening to the top 10 greatest horror movies ever. And we want to encourage you to go to dreadcentral.com for all your horror needs. Check it out.